Up for Markus. I didn't see how many of Steve is. All right. I didn't get a partner up here, so we'll see how this goes. I just want to start by saying Steve knows how bad I am at public speaking, so I think he just picked the best man that would embarrass themselves a little more than they can embarrass him. I'm going to try my best, so cut me a little slack. I also want to thank the parents and the families, as well as the lovely couple, for the wonderful event tonight to celebrate the occasion. I know a lot of work went into it. All right, let's get into it. Proverbs 17:17 says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." For those of you that don't know me, I'm Markus. I met Steve all the way back on the first day of kindergarten. We both had the pleasure of growing up in a two-child house with an older sister. So I think God knew we were in for plenty of adversity and decided to give us each the brother we were missing. From playing basketball together the one year I actually made the team, to the hundreds of Chipotle bowls while checking our way through our AP physics homework. Ironically, ended up majoring in it, but I did used to score better than him at one point. To all the dances in the wildest suits, and I'm sorry. To the football, soccer, tennis, games, and track meets, we showed up to cheer each other on or just heckle the other team until they took away your air horn. To almost getting to watch Steve pummel two obnoxious punks in the streets of Gainesville, but it's very choice words for me. I've always had someone I can count on. Steve is a very shy person when you're getting to know him. I always find it funny seeing him meet new people when I'm around because he always has that same expressionless face. Even when you've known him as long as I have, it feels like it takes him about 15 minutes of us hanging out before he remembers that he's allowed to crack a smile. When he told me he started dating this girl up in Gainesville and wanted me to meet her, I was as excited for him as any good friend would be. But didn't really think too much of it. When he got up to Ocala that day, however, the first thing I asked him was how he felt about her and how things were going. I've never seen a bigger smile pop up on that man's face when he heard that question, and that's when I knew that this was for real. Kendall, I want to say that even though we haven't spent much time together, I couldn't be happier giving up my spot in Steve's heart to you. I was at number one before, just let me stay delusional. Okay, now we're gonna really start getting into it, so edit out the videos if I start getting too emotional. Every time I've gotten to see Steve since you two started dating, the difference is obvious. The way he laughs when he talks about your future plans together is undeniably true love. And knowing he gets to spend the rest of his life with someone that loves the Lord and will push him to be the best version of himself brings me so much joy. Steve, I know I already said you're the brother I was missing. But you've been so much more than that. I've thought of this moment so many times through the years. And getting to be your best man is the greatest honor that I've had so far in my life. I listed off a number of the fun memories that we've shared. But honestly, the hours I've gotten to spend riding shotgun in your truck, dealing with your awful country music, you struggling in silence, and running the ones are some of my most cherished memories. You delivered some of the harshest words to me when I needed to hear them most. And even at my worst, you never stopped trying to push me to better myself, and I'm forever be thankful. Steve, you're the most disciplined man I know, and I have no doubt that you and Kendall will build a loving and godly family. I look forward to having the front row seat to your future you share together. I'll end off with this. Giving up is easy, but it doesn't suit you. Let's toast to Steve and Kendall starting life together from zero.
A big round of applause for the best man tonight. This time we're going to welcome up one of the